Governor of Osun State, Adegboyega Oyetola, has been declared the winner of the Osun APC primary election. He scored a total of 222,169 votes to emerge the party's flag bearer in the July governorship election. Members of the All Progressives Congress in Osun State went to the polls yesterday to elect the party's candidates for the state governorship election in July.
Total number of voters 408,697. 408,697. Number of accredited voters 247,207. 247,207. Total number of votes cast 235,550. 235,550. Valid votes 235,550. 235,550. Invalid votes nil. Adegboyega Oyetola 222,169. 222,169. Yusuf Suleiman Lasun 460. 460. Adioti Moshood Olaleka 12921. 12921. I, Abdurrahman Abdurazak, Chairman, Primary Election Committee, hereby certify that Adegboyega Oyetola, having secured the highest number of votes cast in the Osun governorship primary elections held on the 19th of February 2022, and met all the requirements as contained in the guidelines for the election, is hereby declared winner.
Immediately after his victory in the primary election, Governor Oyetola commended the electoral officers for conducting a transparent process and appealed for close rank amongst members of the state chapter of the APC ahead of the governorship election on the 16th of July.
This historic occasion of the peaceful conclusion of the primary election and my emergence as the candidate of a great party, the All Progressives Congress, APC in Osun. I give glory to Almighty God for making it possible. Once again, our great party has spoken as a beacon of democracy and strong and united channel of development. With the outcome of today's contest, we have jointly made a resolve to continue to redefine governance and re-entrench sustainable democracy. Today's victory is made possible by the members of our great party who gave us another opportunity to face the people of Osun to seek re-election. The outcome of this primary election victory for our party and members who have spoken loudly through their votes. It is victory for our people who troop out in large number during a strategic tour of the state to inform them of our intention to seek a second term. It is a restatement of their confidence in our development agenda, which hope delivered in 2018 and performance sealed in 2022. It is evidence of their belief in sustainable development, which we brought into governance and preached every inch of the way. I thank you all, our party members, for your constant support and especially for speaking eloquently today with your massive votes in favor of our administration, restoration, and conciliation agenda. For me, we're all winners. I therefore extend my hand of fellowship to the other aspirants to join me as we prepare for the July election. We're all brothers. Let us join hands to build the Osun of our dream. Let us close ranks and eschew bitterness in whatever form. Therefore, may I use this opportunity to also ask our aggrieved members to have a rethink and join hands with us to further strengthen our party and deliver outstanding results at the gubernatorial polls.
All right, Correspondent Okumbo Oyetunji, who has been covering the primary election, filed in this update a short while ago on the morning show here on Arise News. Let's take a look.
You're already aware that the incumbent governor, Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola, has been declared winner of the exercise by the Osun Congress electoral panel led by Kwara Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, who declared in the early hours of this morning that Mr. Oyetola scored a total of 222,169 votes out of the total 235,550 total votes cast and total valid votes. That's the same number of valid votes and the same number of total votes cast, so meaning that there was no vote that was nullified. So against let me put it down, against the expectations of many that the exercise may actually be marred by violence because of the heated build-up to the exercise. It went calmly, it went peacefully, and now the winner is known. And I can tell you that immediately after that result was announced by the electoral panel, Mr. Oyetola actually gave an acceptance speech where he actually accepted.
Joining us now to shed more light on the events of the past 24 hours regarding the just concluded primary election is Funke Egbemode, the Osun State Commissioner for Information and Civic Orientation. I want to say thank you for joining us here on Newsday. My question to you, after the dust has actually settled, we know the warring factions within the ranks of the APC went full-fledged yesterday. Are they coming back together? Because Governor Oyetola had probably extended an olive branch to some of those people. Case in point, the Minister of Interior, talking about Ralph Agborebushola. Are they coming back together to ensure that APC becomes a united party heading to the polls?
Thank you, Aaron, and I'm glad to be here again. The invitation has been extended. The olive branch has been brought out. The choice is now left for those who were unhappy with certain things and those who felt that they could create splinter groups within the party. The invitation is out there. We have a state to build. We have a party to uphold. I think that I will join my principal in further imploring the contenders at yesterday's primaries to come back to the house. Let us build this house together. Let us build the state of our dreams. Let us do what is right. Let us forget rancor. Let bitterness be a thing of the past so we can move past all of this and do the right things.
All right, then, before I bring on my next question, let's quickly take a break, and then hopefully when we come back, I will be able to continue this conversation with Funke Egbemode. Please stay with us. Welcome back. You're still watching Newsday. And before the break, we had a guest, Funke Egbemode, who is the Osun State Commissioner for Information and Civic Orientation. She's on the program to discuss the recent Osun State governorship primary. Let me start by getting your let me get your take regarding the actual primary and the elections that took place yesterday. What's your take regarding the entire process and the results as well?
Thank you. What happened yesterday was the people of Osun speaking in one voice and showing that they are in one place and they are with the governor. The build-up was like, oh, are we going to be able to get it done without bloodshed? Were we going to have a lot of violence across the state? And all of that didn't pan out with those who had trepidations, had fears about what was going to happen. And you will see from the result that it's one voice. The APC in Osun has one house. The APC in Osun spoke with one voice. And the governor had a resounding victory. He won in every word because he is the man of the people. He is the man that the people wanted. And you will see the difference between the votes of the winner and the first runner-up. And then the third person was a really distant third because he scored less than 500. So all of that spoke eloquently to the fact that no matter what anybody thought was going on in Osun or in the Osun APC, whatever has been pushed out there, whatever has been described as we will not allow Governor Oyetola to do a second time, those who had tried to speak like God and attempted to play God. We all saw the numbers. The figures didn't lie. We are the people that are together in one place. So what the result yesterday told us is there is only one APC, there is only one governor, there is only one leader, and there will be only one man on the ballot for the APC at the July elections.
Mrs. Egbemode, probably supporters of the Minister of Interior and former governor of the state, Oyetola, would think differently because they actually released a statement through his media aide yesterday, Shola Fashure, claiming that the election were fraught with irregularities, there were shenanigans to try to dissuade people from voting, they were selling of cards and different things that he actually summed up as saying that he rejects the outcome of the primary election.
Oh, well, you cannot beat a child and still insist that the child must not cry. They have a right to be smarting. They are hurting. And they have a right to lash out because they are hurting. But the truth is the truth. Governor Oyetola won. They will have to live with that fact. Because all this talk about shenanigans, I mean, look at 222,000 to 12,000 to less than 500. What kind of shenanigans can you deploy? What kind of fraud can you deploy in 332 wards that made them, all of them, supporters of the minister, all of them in their wards lost? How is it possible that they have no clout in their own wards? That these are our shenanigans that we've taken to, like, it's a corporate business. We were able to defeat everybody in their wards. Where were they? It's not about shenanigans. You see, you need to be confident. We are journalists. We've covered elections in the past. It takes confidence. It takes absolute confidence to be able to agree and go smoothly into direct primaries. These are not delegates. These are old men, old women. They sat, they were patient. They waited hours for their accreditation. And we have videos, we have photographs. We pushed all these things out every minute from all the wards. We made sure that we left nobody in doubt as to who was on ground, what was happening, which shenanigans. Were they also posting photographs or were they busy compiling evidence? I mean, it's somehow, it reeks of some level of political cowardice that you run to the courts every time things don't go your way. What kind of political leaders call themselves leaders and then lose in their own words? Words, not their local government. They lost in their words. I sympathize with them. I know they're not happy, but they should not call the dog a bad name just because they want to hang it. It's not going to work. That's not how we're going to build a state. That's not how we're going to face the opposition. That is not how to build a strong party. I think they should just realize that they've been in a vehicle that had no tires, that had no wheels. So even if a vehicle like that starts, it's not going to move. Let's get the Oyetola vehicle. It's at the station, and we're honking now. We're saying, please come on board. Let's build the party. Let's build the state. Let's forget all this rancor and name-calling. The vehicle is about to leave the station. And like my governor said, we welcome them, and let's get the show on the road.
All right, it will be interesting to sort of gauge your reaction to allegations then that that there were no records whatsoever and that there were no result sheets in all of the 332 wards of the state. That's on one point. Also, Adeoti, who he's vowing to basically seek Oyetola's disqualification in court following this recent primary and has described Oyetola's victory as Pyrrhic. So I wanted to gauge your reaction on that and for you to also comment on the result sheets allegation.
These primaries went through all the process. We did everything right. We allowed everybody to move around and check what we're doing. The governor of Kwara State also moved around and his team to see what we were doing. There is nothing that is hidden. We're just saying that we understand their pain. And it is okay for them to feel that pain. But they should stop whatever it is that is encouraging them. They should stop listening to whoever is encouraging them to stay in a stuck truck. That truck is stuck. Let us come and build a party and get all the things that we need to get together. Get our ducks in a row and face the July election. If you say there were no election results, so where did the little figures that they recorded were recorded where? The committee was painstaking. They did whatever they needed to do, and it took so many hours for them to collate. All these things are just talk. They're just blowing hot. They're just blowing hot here. And I wish them luck if they want to go to the courts. That's how lawyers make their money. So they will be enriching some people and we'll be fine at the end of the day. Because this same interview that we're having after the primaries, God willing, I'll be also here to talk about the real elections and when the governor is declared winner in July. I'll be here to tell them that we want them to stop blowing hot hair and get on the real job. And let's just build the party and build the state.
All right, Mrs. Egbemode, try to push further now that we know that your principal has actually won the election in the primaries of the APC. How does it dispel this particular notion that he is a political puppet to Ahmed Bola Tinubu?
Once again, that is still about finding excuses for them. These are just excuses. How do you talk about being a puppet? Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in Lagos. Governor Oyetola is in Osun. The questions should be, and the issues should be, is it doing what the people want? That is what Oyetola is doing. He's doing what the people want. And when your policies are popular, you will be popular. If you are not popular, you are not popular. You will lose even in your compound. The man who goes to the primaries and wins all the wards, 332 of them, not 30, not 32, is a man that has proved his mettle in the state, is a man who has shown that he's committed to the people. And yesterday, the people responded by showing commitment to him. That's the way it is. It's not about being a puppet. Okay, what kind of puppet goes around the state right after his election to ask the people what they want. If he's a puppet of the people. The people love him the way he is. He's doing exactly what they wanted. They don't like an education policy the way it was. We were losing funding. We were losing discipline. We had no hold over our teachers and our students because everybody was wearing the same uniform. And the people said they didn't want this. You can't force the people to want what they do not want. So because a man has decided to do what the people want, that makes him a puppet. A man decided that, okay, his predecessor could not pay wages and decided that he will pay wages. He was going to struggle. He's going to pull his numbers together, and then he's paying wages every month. There has been, the ball has not dropped. Nothing has fallen through the cracks when it comes to paying salaries in Osun. When it comes to doing what the people want. 332 primary health care centers. Is that what puppets do? And he didn't do it in Lagos. He did it in Osun. So as people were going to the polling, their wards yesterday, they saw their primary health care center. Nicely done. Functional. That's not what puppets do. Puppets do not feed 30,000 vulnerables every month. Puppets do not organize trade fair. They do not build gold refineries. They do not develop their business sectors.
All right, then.
They do not declare a full day.
All right, then.
As a direct day.
All right. All right, then. We're going to have to leave our conversation there. But many thanks, Funke Egbemode, Osun State Commissioner for Information and Civic Orientation, speaking about the Osun State Governorship Primary. Many thanks indeed for coming on the program.